Now on the APEC VIP hotline, cutting-edge training for the serious athlete, apecgo.com. Joining us right now, the head football coach of the Canton Eagles. It's Coach Robert Ivey. How you doing, Coach?
Doing awesome.
Congratulations on the 35-13 win over Brownsboro. Tell me a little bit about that ball game and how you guys were able to put it away so easily.
Well, I don't know if we put it away easily or not. Brownsboro's got a good football team, very athletic, and they'd scored a lot of points too, other than a couple of games. And earlier in the year, I mean, they're averaging about 40 points a game. So going into that game, we'd visit with our kids all week. We knew that was going to be a playoff atmosphere. We needed to win that game, and Brownsboro did too. They certainly didn't want to need to go into the last week with a must-win, which is the situation they're in now. So, Brownsboro played very well, and we were just able to get away with that win and put them away in the second half. So overall, it was kind of a little bit of a sloppy game. We had on both sides. There were some flags on the ground, that kind of stuff. But like I said, we were able to come out and capitalize really in the running game offensively and able to keep them out of the end zone, holding them to 13 points was good. So, like I said, it was a great win for us. You
guys are 8-1. You're 4-0 in district play right now. What's been the key to the success this season for you?
Well, a lot of it is just team unity. It really is. I mean, we've got a bunch of seniors that are great leaders and great kids, and they've bought in totally into what we're doing and what they're doing, and I think the unity and the camaraderie in our locker room with the chemistry of our football team is really good. And we go out on Friday night and we just try to play the next play, and we try to execute, and that's what our kids have done. So there's weeks where you don't play quite as well as you'd like to, and we're able to make some plays in key situations, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
Did you expect to have this kind of a football team when the season started?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, there's no doubt. Going into January last year, we felt like that our senior class was hungry, and it's a good group of kids, and we were just really disappointed how we finished the year before. We had some situations that occurred to any football team throughout the year, and still had an opportunity to get out, and we didn't. So we just had a hungry group of kids, and like I said, we went to work during the off season, and they've done a good job of keeping a great vision and having a good off season program and a great summer, and then again, it's just kind of came together.
Who are some of the kids that have been real standouts for you, leaders and performers on the field?
Well, I mean, we've got our two running backs, which also play inside linebacker, Dakota Heskew and Reese Sumner. They've been playing and starting for us since they were sophomores. Connor Island, which plays receiver and free safety for us, is another kiddo that's got a lot of varsity experience, making a lot of plays for us. Colton Williams is another inside receiver and safety that has played well for us. And then our big guys up front, and everybody knows football. That's the difference in your football team, is how well you play in there in the trenches. And we had a lot of experience coming back in the offensive line and even in the defensive line, and those guys have played well, which is nice. I could mention some other names. We've got kids that has made plays at different times when it's their time to step up and do that. We had several injuries earlier in the year. There was a span of 3 weeks where really, when you count both sides of the football, we had 6 starters out. Wow. A span of Fairfield, Carrollton Ranchview, and North Lamar. And so, you just go to work, though, and that's what our kids did, and we were able to come away with wins there, except the one with Fairfield. And it's nice to be healthy, I guess is what I'm saying. So right now, entering the 10th game of the year, we're as healthy as we are when we open the season. So that's nice, and hopefully we can stay that way.
And it sounds like with the injuries and being able to overcome them, you're able to develop some depth along the way as well.
Well, we do, and some of those kids are still, playing and spot playing, and so just like at quarterback, usually our quarterback plays both sides of the football. It's just where we are with our numbers and all that kind of stuff, and the size of school we are, and from that little stretch there, we're able to spell him some on defense, and so that's nice. And there's some other areas like that. So, like I said, we line up and play. Our coaches, we try to coach hard, and our kids just go out and we try to execute, and that's what we try to do, and that's what we're going to continue to try to do, hopefully.
Well, now you don't have to worry about a playoff berth. You can go into the ball game against Van on Friday night with the District 15 3A title on the line. Does that change the way you approach the game any, knowing that you don't have the pressure of having to get into the playoffs?
Not at all. Not when it's Van Canton, and I don't want to blow that out of proportion. But for Van Zant County, you got us and Van and Wills Point, and it is what it is. These kids grow up playing Little League baseball, Little League football, and they know each other for the most part. We're 12, 13 miles apart. And it's a rival game, 2 years ago we beat Van over here. Last year they beat us over there, and unfortunately with the district draw we've got to go back over to Van again. But that's just part of the deal. Our whole everything that we've done with team and unity is, we got to win this one for the next one to be special, and that's what we've talked with our kids, and we've been able to do that, and it's worked out to where we can play for the district championship, and this is what we've wanted to do, and I know that's what Van's wanted to do too. So it's all the work you put in from a coach's standpoint and from our athlete standpoint, the work they do. It's nice to be able to play in this type of venue for what it means, and to be a in county rival. That even makes it more special. So it's what makes Texas high school football what it is, and it's electrifying and neat.
It's a great way to finish out a regular season, that's for sure. How do you guys match up with them? Where do you see your advantages? Where do you see issues where you've got to be really play better than normal, I guess, to be able to attack them?
Well, I think overall, athlete for athlete, we match up pretty evenly, and that's just my opinion. You may ask Coach Moffitt, and he may say something different, but I think that really the key is nobody's really stopped Van. They haven't. Van has scored. Van had the only team they've lost to is Hallsville, and watching game tape and game film, Hallsville's got a good football team. I haven't kept up with them being in 4A, but and that was just a game where Van just didn't click on all cylinders, because I would think if they played again, Van would have a good chance to beat Hallsville. So I think that we're going to find a way to stop Van. We got to find a way to stop Van and play good on defense. And I think that if we do that and do a good job in the kicking game, I think we'll have an opportunity to be successful. Just like I'm sure that they're going to say the same thing if they can, duplicate the same result from on us. So I think it's going to be a good ball game. But again, nobody stopped them. They haven't.
Well, you got a challenge on Friday night. It ought to be a great atmosphere for the football game. It's always fun to go down to the 10th game of the season playing for the district championship. And, Coach, we just wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to talking to you as you guys go into the playoffs in a few weeks, too. So best of luck to you, and thanks for coming on with us.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Coach Robert Ivey from the Canton Eagles on Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.